Everybody, Frank Chen here with REIClub.com, the only site you'll need as a real estate investor. Today's quick video, we're going to talk about investing in HUD homes. For those who do not know what HUD stands for, it stands for the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development. Okay, and HUD homes are typically about a 1 to 4 unit residential property that's acquired by HUD as a result of a foreclosure action on a FHA-insured mortgage. Okay, now HUD becomes the property's owner and then sells it to recover the losses due to the foreclosure claim. Okay, and HUD actually offers these properties to people who are wanting to be owner-occupants or who buy the property and want to live there, and then investors as well. There are two different bidding periods. Now, typically you can find these properties at HUD.gov. It's a public site. Or if you happen to be a real estate agent or have a real estate agent working for you, you can use the MLS and search for HUD properties that way. They're categorized in this description area as well. Now, properties you're going to find here are homes that are usually have already been appraised and are priced at fair market value, okay? They're also, the list price accommodates for repairs that are needed to get the market value, and they're sold as is, which means what you see is what you get. Like I said before, these properties are sold at auctions through a bidding process, okay? And it's generally the highest bid wins. And then I wanted to throw something extra in there is if you by any chance are a teacher or involved in law enforcement, there are special programs for you to kind of get in at a cheaper price or have a lot of funding to help you out as well. So I encourage you to check that out. Next thing I wanted to talk about is, what type of people are generally bidding on these properties? Well, almost everyone, but the majority of the people that are actually finding success are cash buyers, okay? And I'm going to actually go into that a little bit later. Now, next thing is you have to be able to qualify for at least a conventional loan or have the means to, so credit needs to be okay, income needs to be as good as well. Or you have private lending or transactional funding already in place. So these are the essentials that you need before even considering bidding on these types of properties, okay? Now, what you need to know is that HUD does not provide financing for any of these properties. So that's why it's also important to have those funding sources in place, okay? Now, along with any bid that you have to submit a earnest money deposit as well. It's there to secure your bid and the contract, and it's typically around $500. Now, if your bid is accepted, the earnest money goes into escrow and then towards your closing costs, okay? Now, if your bid is declined, your earnest money simply goes back to you, and if you fail to follow through with an accepted bid, then you lose your earnest money, okay? Now, I get asked all the time, do I need to get an inspection or have an inspection period to look at these property? Two advices to you is the first, if you're starting out, we first encourage you to invest locally within your city limits. And the reason why is we encourage you to go and physically look at these properties, okay? And the reason why is so you can kind of see what a HUD property looks like structurally, what types of repairs will typically be needed for these properties, and kind of familiarize yourself with the process. Through experience and more experience, you can simply be able to just look at the pictures they provide, do your due diligence and your market analysis, and then you can actually submit a bid without ever having to physically go to the property. It's more of a more informed decision, okay? So those are the two ways of looking at it, as a new investor and then as a more experienced one. Now, there are concerns with the whole 90-day seasoning thing, and as I mentioned before, why is it easier for cash buyers? Because the 90-day seasoning does not apply to cash offers, okay? Accepted cash offers and existing FHA-insured loans. But if by any chance you're trying to qualify for a new FHA loan to acquire one of these properties, then you're not able to flip it within 90 days, okay? So that's how it works. Cash offers, you can. Now, how do you typically profit from these deals? Well, as an investor, you're going to be buying properties below market value typically. And you're going to be able to flip these properties, depending on your market analysis, to another investor for a certain profit. Or you can buy the property, live in it yourself, or have a tenant live there as well for a period of time, wait for appreciation, and then sell it at that time, okay? So those are the two modes of investing in HUD properties. Now, there are literally thousands of affordable homes and apartments that are offered by HUD, okay? And it really just creates a cheap opportunity for real estate investors to get involved in real estate, okay? Now, the bidding process is very easy, but it's highly competitive and it can be rather fierce, okay? So we do encourage you to find a mentor who has experience investing in HUDs and has been around, but what you're looking for are connections, okay? Because it can definitely make the process a lot easier. You know, when you start building rapport with your bidding agents, your brokers, and start getting more involved, you're gonna start getting insider information on properties before they even hit the auction floor, okay? Which is very powerful in acquiring lots of properties with minimal competition, okay? That's kind of the end goal. So be sure to kind of focus on that when you start investing in these types of properties. Again, guys, I just want to let you know, I hope this video kind of give you a better perspective of what HUD homes are and kind of, the basics of how to invest in them. Do me a favor, leave comments below about what you thought about the video. Click the like button because it really does help us out. But more importantly, subscribe to our YouTube channel so we can keep you informed when brand new videos are posted every week. As usual, guys, thank you so much for your time. I look forward to talking to you next week. Take care, good investing, and bye-bye.